It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Tuesday morning. Now, every year from the 3rd of November to the 3rd of December, South Africa commemorates National Disability Rights Awareness Month. The aim of this month is really to promote the socio-economic and also human rights of people living with disabilities in the country. Now, as part of the annual Disability Summit, now in its 9th year, a Work Readiness Programme was presented which featured the inspiring stories from persons with disabilities who have really excelled in their respective careers and also offered advice on life beyond school to students.
Yeah, so Learning Disabilities Co-ordinator at the Disability Rights Unit at Wits University, Duncan Yates, who was one of the speakers at this year's summit, will be telling us more about disability awareness in the country. Duncan, how are you doing this morning?
Hey, good on you. It's awesome to be here.
It's good to have you in the studio.
Absolutely. Amazing work that you guys are doing. We know now that the Disability Summit is in its 9th year. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about the summit and what is the main aim of hosting the summit every single year?
Yeah, sure, Jamie Lee. So this is the 9th year I've been involved in the summit, and we started off at the Hope Mandeville School in Westcliff. Paddy Slattery, a legend and champion of this, was running this and got it going. And basically, it's to get students from schools that support students with disabilities in one place and get businesses and organizations involved to show opportunities to these students of what's out there after matric or after they finish school. And as well as looking at tertiary education, so the TVETs getting involved, universities getting involved, and just presenting, showing what's out there. Last year, we did it at NASREC because the amount of schools is growing and the amount of businesses and organizations getting involved is getting bigger. Obviously, this year was a bit different. We had a virtual space, but we still had hundreds of students in the virtual space. And I think, hopefully in the 10th year, next year, we'll have a blended approach and can reach more students where schools can't get to Johannesburg. So we're looking forward to that, but it's a really great event.
Sounds fantastic. And I think just that reach that the current pandemic is providing a silver lining for you to obviously get out to the rest of the world. But what was the theme for this year's summit, and why is it so important to kind of have a theme in the first place?
Yeah, the theme for this year's summit was around the challenges and opportunities for disabled learners beyond school. And I think, the importance of a work readiness program provides an opportunity to inspire, inform, motivate, educate. It also enables South African corporate network to share challenges and opportunities to discuss industry best practice and define a fully inclusive path forward for disability in the workplace. It's so important to look at the diversity and encourage business to have people with disabilities involved and give opportunity.
Duncan, I want you to maybe just take us back a bit. What are some of the challenges, faced by people, particularly students with disabilities in South Africa?
Okay, so yeah, we need to break down the physical and attitudinal barriers regarding disability in South Africa. Physical disabilities, for example, accessible public transport, job opportunities, accessible education. So making sure that from basic education, secondary and tertiary, that we have learning material in accessible format. Also universal design, looking at our spaces we live in and what is the impact on that in order for access around the country. So simple things like getting buses that have wheelchair access, pavements that are accessible, wheelchair friendly. All of those challenges need to be addressed. This year, obviously, working from home, it's been something that we've really had to focus on with accessible information. And I think moving into the fourth industrial revolution, it's been a catalyst for that, which is great.
Well, Duncan, I can't thank you enough for your time this morning. And look, you're a man of experience. You're working in the space itself as well. And I think it would be a great question to ask you. But do you have any messages of hope for anybody that's suffering or dealing with a disability in this awareness month of disability that we have right now?
Yeah, just to know that you have immense potential for the students that are finishing school. To start planning your career and explore what kind of careers you would have with a good personality environment fit. And I encourage you to get assistance early if you need to come to a disability rights unit for support. At Wits, we have a really robust and well-established unit, so looking at how we can support students.
Duncan Yates, again, thank you so much for answering all our questions with regards to the summit. Again, it was the 9th year, and we look forward to the 10th year next. But for you at home, if you do want any more information, feel free to visit www.disability.connect, rather www.disabilityconnect.co.za to follow up on more with regards to Disability Awareness Month.